Hello again, everyone. We just came out of the Christmas season for love, giving, togetherness, and remembering the real reason for the season. We have kids that spend all year being good, waiting for Christmas Eve night when Santa Claus comes to deliver presents to them. Yes, it's a truly magical season. So why the hell did they have to ruin it with Santa Inc.? Santa Inc. is an 8-episode adult animated comedy miniseries created by Alexandra Rushfield that premiered on December 2nd, 2021 on HBO Max. The story follows Candy Smalls, a female elf who works as the second in command of the North Pole Santa Inc., as she goes for her ultimate goal to become a successor and the first female Santa. Firstly, let me just say that I like the animation of this show, as it reminded me of the Rankin Bass Christmas specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's an updated version of that, and for a stop-motion animation style, it was executed very well, and all the movements were seamless and well choreographed. As for the show itself, it's a whole other problem by itself. What you have to understand from the start is that this is not Santa's workshop with happy elves and the smell of gingerbread in the air, and no. This is a corporation, and it sucks jingle balls. It's made up of parts, like any good corporation. It has the Reindeer Team, which are basically an American football team with the all-male A-team members being the ones that pull the sleigh, led by the star quarterback, Junior, who's Rudolph's foul-mouthed, sexist a-hole son. The whole team is secretly fed crystal meth candy bars to make them faster for Christmas Eve. And then they have to spend all of January detoxing. Santa's workshop is basically a sweatshop filled with overworked people that have no access to maternity or basic health insurance. After Candy's boss suddenly takes a job at Amazon, really can't blame him, she moves up to second in charge, and since Santa was grooming her boss to be the next and first black Santa Claus, Candy decides to become the successor and the first female Santa. This is where the show becomes problematic. She wants to be Santa because she knows that she can run the company just as good as all the white Santas that have come before. Not about bringing joy to children, spreading happiness, or being a symbol of peace and love. Nope. She just wants to run the company. And this series makes it clear that that's what it takes to be Santa. The entire show descends into a dick-swinging affair with a bunch of white, chauvinistic old dipshits that enjoy corporate retreats, mansplaining, bad-mouthing women, and wanting someone to be there, just another one of the boys. So, in order to get the job, that's what Candy has to be. All because, according to her, and this is what she herself says in the show, I can be the best Santa and really improve things because I have a vagina. Yeah. So Candy is your typical cliched career woman. She's married to her job, her family is a nightmare, and her two best friends are Cookie, an emotional gingerbread woman, and Goldie, a bisexual reindeer and member of the all-female Reindeer B team. The show is basically about a corporate woman trying to break through a biased and sexist system and prove she can do the job as good as any man. There are some parts in the show that are funny. Not funny haha, but some are worth a light chuckle. Unfortunately, these parts are drowned out by the repetitive and overblown sexist jokes that stop being funny and honestly just become insulting and insufferable. Yet all of this has nothing to do with Christmas. And that is why the show sucks so much. Because it's trying to be a Christmas type comedy when it's not. Had this show not been Christmas themed, it might have been okay. Not good, but okay. It's even announced in the show that Candy is Jewish. So she doesn't even celebrate Christmas and does nothing to show that the spirit of Christmas is universal and transcends religion. All this is about to get. The whole thing is just about to get to who be the next Santa Claus, or more accurately, corporate Claus. Now, the current Santa is no Saint Nick. He's basically a fat douchebag that is heavy into the corporate corruption that's a part of the company. He's behind drugging the A-team, taking bribes from parents so their kids are on the nice list, insider trading, and basically helping the board of Santa Inc. to run the company like a Vietnamese sweatshop. As for Mrs. Claus, I'm guessing she's supposed to be a repressed, unappreciated woman with stripper-like tendencies, but overall she's a very uninteresting character. After Candy goes to great lengths to sabotage her competition, alienate her friends and family, honestly, they were just parasites, needy parasites anyway, and secure herself to be chosen as successor, Santa chooses the intern working under her as the next Santa. I mean, no female Santa Claus here. He chooses the fat, chubby kid that working under her. Big surprise. And the reason for that? Well, because she's not good with children. A fact that was never even hinted at as being a requirement. So in the end, after all that she did and all that happened, none of it mattered. I mean, after that, had some crap where she quit or got fired, then organized a worker walkout on Christmas Eve that lasted all of 10 seconds. Then she blackmailed Santa and got her job back, once again proving that the entire series was a complete and utter waste of time. Now, Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen have not been doing this show justice online, responding very harshly and even abusive after the backlash viewers have given it online from as far back as when the trailer first dropped. Now, Santa Inc. has now become the lowest rated show ever on IMDb with a rating of 1.1 out of 10. Now, personally, I don't care whether Santa is white, black, Asian, or a woman. I mean, we know Santa's white, but we've seen black Santas already depicted in TV and movies already. But that is not what this show is about. It's about running a company, not being Santa. So trying the whole new age modern woman power bit and throwing in a crap load of offensive remarks about women all to build up to the fact that the whole thing is just utter bullshit is ridiculous. What was the point of this show? I mean, does anybody even actually know? Because it wasn't about becoming the first female Santa, or about running a company, or proving yourself in a male-dominated work environment, or finding out where you belong. It wasn't about any of that. And that is what destroyed this show. The fact that it had no real purpose. Now, I mean, to me personally, again, as I say, I did kind of like the animation a little, but overall, the show made no sense. And it doesn't even deserve to be considered a holiday show at all. So my final rating on this, 1.2 out of 5. This is not worth the headache, so just skip it. Just skip it and be done. Let me know in the comments what you think about this show. If you watched it, whether you liked it, didn't like it, whether you will watch it, I don't know. Probably, I'm guessing you shouldn't, but if you did, let me know. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next review. Take care.